The newest Chinese tank to reach a factory test range in late 2025 looked familiar. A low hull, 6 road wheels on each side, and the angular turret of the Type 99 family. Yet state media called it the Type 99B, the latest version of China's established heavy tank. When the silhouette barely changes, what must a factory do to turn Type 99A architecture into a Type 99B? The answer lies in the interfaces between structure, mobility, weapons, sensors, communications, and crew systems, and in trials that force them to work together. We will identify what is verified, see why a moving data test may rival a firing test, and understand why China is introducing the Type 99B beside the very different Type 100. The Type 99B made its official public debut in Beijing on September 3, 2025. Xinhua described it carefully, an improvement of the Type 99A created through technology integration and functional expansion. The stated gains concerned networked joint operations, engagement of different target types, mobility across complex terrain, and the crew's ability to continue operating in difficult weather. Notice what that description does not say. It does not present the B model as a clean sheet tank. Public discussion quickly filled the gaps with assumed dimensions, engine figures, armor ratings, and protection systems. But the exact weight, armor composition, power pack, production rate, and standard active protection fit have not been established. Even the balance between new vehicles and possible conversions is unexplained. The manufacturing story must separate visible inheritance from confirmed change. The manufacturer can be identified more confidently. Inner Mongolia First Machinery Group, based in Baotou and part of China North Industries Group, linked itself directly to the Type 99B's debut in its 2025 annual report. The exact production hall remains closed to public cameras, but the physical order of building a tracked armored vehicle still allows a disciplined reconstruction, without pretending to possess secret access. It begins with the load-bearing structures. Heavy sections become a rigid hull, while the turret is prepared separately. Every suspension mount, turret ring surface, engine bay interface, and roof opening establishes a reference for something fitted later. A small alignment error can reappear as uneven track loading, restricted turret movement, or equipment that cannot be calibrated. The Type 99B's armor recipe is not public, so any image claiming to reveal its internal layers would be speculation. What can be shown honestly is the manufacturing problem. Large structures held in fixtures, joined in sequence, measured against fixed points, and inspected before expensive systems are added. It is a structure waiting to become a machine. The next transformation happens close to the floor. 6 road wheel stations on each side, the rear drive sprocket, idler, suspension components, and linked tracks turn the hull into a rolling chassis. Their geometry is one of the safest ways to keep the Type 99B visually distinct from invented designs. Add a 7th wheel, move the drive sprocket forward, or borrow the suspension of a Western tank, and the identity is already wrong. Track links must articulate, the running gear must remain aligned, and the tension must permit controlled movement. The useful details are physical, a pin being secured, a wheel hub checked, and sprocket teeth meeting the links. Only after this foundation is stable does it make sense to install the systems that move it. At the rear of the hull, the power pack and cooling system occupy one of the most constrained zones in the vehicle. Official reporting says the Type 99B improves mobility in complex terrain and sustained operation in harsh conditions, but it does not disclose the exact engine configuration. That means the engineering story is packaging, not a guessed horsepower number. The power unit, transmission-related hardware, cooling paths, fluid connections, exhaust routing, and service access all have to coexist inside an inherited envelope. This is where an upgrade can become harder than a new design. A derivative must respect structures, access points, balance, and interfaces that already exist. More cooling, electrical demand, or service access competes for fixed space. Each improvement pushes against something else. Above that mechanical foundation sits the turret assembly. It is built as its own dense system before being joined to the hull across the turret ring. The main gun, mounting structure, loading equipment, sights, roof hardware, and internal connections must all align with a rotating assembly that also carries heavy external armor modules. During installation, the dramatic moment is the lift, but the decisive work happens more slowly, centering the ring, connecting power and data paths, checking clearances, and confirming that traverse and elevation remain unobstructed. The Type 99B, displayed in 2025, also carried a remotely operated weapon station on the turret roof, a useful visible distinction from the familiar Type 99A arrangement. But it would be a mistake to cover the turret with every sensor or defensive launcher ever tested on a Chinese tank. The parade vehicles provide the geometry lock. They show what this public configuration actually carried. If you enjoy documentaries that separate verified engineering from confident-looking speculation, subscribe to Modus Assembly. The most important Type 99B upgrade is the part we are about to reach. Once the hull, turret, and mobility systems are together, the tank may look nearly finished. Functionally, it remains a collection of systems. Sights, crew controls, weapons, mobility systems, antennas, radios, and diagnostics must exchange information reliably. A module can work alone and still fail when vibration, heat, or movement enter the problem. This explains the language Chinese sources use around the Type 99B. The emphasis is not merely on a stronger component, it is on integration under informationized conditions. In manufacturing terms, that shifts value toward cable routing, sealed connections, module calibration, software configuration, and system-level diagnostics. These are not visually spectacular in isolation, so the clearest treatment is to connect close physical details with a restrained technical graphic, showing information moving between the crew, sights, vehicle systems, and external command equipment. Finishing comes only when those connections are stable. Panels and side skirts close over service areas, surfaces receive a uniform finish, and roof equipment and markings complete the recognizable configuration. Static inspections check alignment, control response, and system health. But a tank can pass while stationary and still fail when terrain shakes every connection. That is why the factory lifecycle ends outside the assembly hall. On December 11, 2025, China Central Television released a rare segment on the Type 99B's pre-delivery comprehensive trials. In one test, technicians used dedicated equipment to direct and monitor the tank while it moved at speed. The system exchanged battlefield information, commands, and vehicle status data in real time. The test was not simply asking whether the radio turned on. It was asking whether the networked vehicle remained coherent under motion. The next gate was firing. The completed tank moved to a controlled range, prepared its main gun, and used its loading system to chamber individual test rounds. China Central Television described a single-load, single-shot method used to examine accuracy and reliability. That deliberate rhythm matters. Rapid firing would create a dramatic image, but an acceptance test needs clear evidence. Isolating shots allows technicians to associate each result with the vehicle's configuration and the conditions of the test. The useful story continues after the flash at the muzzle. Instruments, crew reports, system records, and physical inspection have to agree. If the sight, loading mechanism, gun, communications equipment, and moving chassis have been assembled correctly, the tank behaves as one system. If they do not, the finished paint means nothing. Acceptance is where hidden manufacturing errors finally become visible. The company's annual report says Inner Mongolia First Machinery obtained equipment testing qualifications and established a special vehicle test institute during 2025. It does not disclose standards or pass rates, but it supports the central point. Testing is part of the industrial capability required to deliver the product. By early 2026, public reporting indicated that instructors associated with the 112th Heavy Combined Arms Brigade were preparing to receive the new equipment in batches. The exact number was not disclosed. Nor has China published a final explanation of how many Type 99Bs it intends to field beside the Type 100. What is visible is a two-path modernization effort. The Type 100 represents a more radical break in layout and concept. The Type 99B preserves a mature heavy tank foundation, while improving the way its systems work together. One path introduces a new architecture. The other extracts more capability from an established production and training base. They should not be treated as the same vehicle, and current evidence does not justify declaring that one has already replaced the other. So, what turns the familiar Type 99A architecture into a Type 99B? Not one secret material, not one dramatic attachment, and not one unsupported performance number. It is the controlled accumulation of structural accuracy, running gear alignment, mechanical packaging, turret integration, calibrated electronics, network testing, and live fire acceptance. The exterior changes are modest because the manufacturing thesis is deeper. Make an inherited heavy platform operate as a more integrated system and prove that integration while it is moving. The Type 99B's most revealing factory image is therefore not a shower of welding sparks. It is a completed tank crossing a test field while data returns to the engineers watching it. That is the moment the separate assemblies either become one vehicle or go back for correction. Subscribe to Modus Assembly for more evidence-led journeys through the machines behind modern industry.